Hi everybody, I'm Mike Westendorf. Welcome to this week's St. Paul's Connection. And I want to start first by saying thank you. Thank you to all of you who helped make worship happen on our St. Paul's and Bridge campuses. We can't do this without you. And one of the things, Paul Schuessler and I were talking about this, is we're kind of trying to help envision alignment, if you will, that when you serve through the church and in the church, it's ultimately about helping bring people closer to Jesus. And that, of course, is our mission statement here, that by every possible means that we bring people closer to Jesus. And that's what serving does. And so thank you. Whether you're in the hospitality and in welcome, if you're leading in music in any kind of way, yes, for our pastors, our custodial staff, for our building maintenance, for people behind the scenes like our communion prep teams and our technology people, our slide operators, camera operators, all of you are serving. It all helps to bring people closer to Jesus. So I just wanted to say thank you from our heart to you guys. Thank you for serving. I mentioned last week that we were going to be releasing podcasts, and we're doing 2 of them. This week, they all go live. So if you love podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, let's see here, Deezer, the Podcast Index, we're waiting for Google and Listen Notes, like all the places that podcasts are done, you'll be able to find 2 of them. First one I want you to know about, Closer to Christ, the Closer to Christ podcast. If you look up that's our sermon series, Messages. If you missed a Sunday and you wanted to hear the message while you're driving or you're doing your work on a podcast platform, you'll be able to do that now. It's called, again, Closer to Christ podcast. And then the other one is going to be different kinds of topics, but the one that we have right now, great questions, great conversations. Pastor Pete and I have been sitting down. This past week, we released one on denominations. If the Bible is God's word, it sure seems as though people are taking different meaning out of that. Where do denominations come from? How do we make sense of that? So Pastor Pete and I sat down to talk about that. We'll be talking about more topics in the future. Those will be releasing on Tuesdays. The Closer to Christ podcast will be releasing on Monday morning. So excited. Huge shout out to Adam Shebline for making that one happen. And then lastly, just a reminder, we've got our midweek Lenten services at 3:30 and at 6:30. A very good opportunity for all of us to just pause for a moment, breathe, and take a moment to walk with Jesus through his final steps. And so again, that's Wednesdays in Lent. That's it for this week's St. Paul's Connection. I'm Mike Westendorf, and we'll see you again next week.